Hello everybody and welcome to another Games for Dads video. Today we are going to be looking at a fantastic overlock deck. Yep, so let's have a quick look at what we've got in this deck. So we've got the deck on the left and the deck stats there on the right for you. So we have got 4 mythics, 9 legendaries, 4 epics and no rare. So a little bit of a difficult deck, medium deck I would say, to put together. And if you look at the breakdown, we've got 4 space, we've got 1 life on land, 4 history, 1 paleontology, 4 science and 4 arts and cultures cards. And the stats at the top there: average energy 5.8, average power 42.7 and power per energy is 7.4. So as I said, this is an overlock deck and we're going to run through that deck for you just to show. But one point to note: if you're playing an overlock deck, you've got to have a reason to play it, and I'm going to explain my reason. Your reasons could be different, but I will explain my reason. And my reason is so I can play 2 and only 2 really good cards, which we'll show you in a minute. So here is the deck. Let's go through this one by one. We're starting off with Archangel, a mythic. Should know this card, but 2 random cards in your hand are going to get 25 until played, and a random card in your hand is going to get 30 permanently. 4 for 44, so low energy, pretty good card. This week is low energy, so I put in Eldorado, 7 for 75, but then we're going to gain extra 4 energy for the next 3 turns, so that's dead handy. And again, simulation theory, your cards cost -3. And if you're winning the round, each of your cards cost another -1 this turn. So that's really to help us with the energy as we go through. We've also got another mythic, Planet X. If your deck is 9 or fewer space cards, well, we have 4 actually, but 9 or fewer, gain 14 permanently. And if your deck contains exactly 4, which we do, then give them an additional 14 until played. The Fool, your tarot cards, wherever they are, gain 16 permanently. Fantastic card, this one. 140, and he is one of our trio of cards from that album. Charles Bonsai as well. Your cards in hand gain +50 this turn, and your cards in hand lose -10 until played. Excuse me. Okay, we've also got Iron Maiden. An opponent's random card in hand loses -25 this round, and a random card in your hand gains +50, and then for every round completed on the return, you're going to gain 1 energy permanently. World Turtle. So we kind of built this overlock deck around the World Turtle. If your deck is 4 arts and cultures cards, I should say, your cards wherever they are gain 14, and you repeat that for each album. After a Plura, your opponent's cards in hand with 45 or more base power lose -30 this turn and next. So he's the only paleontology card, but he's a great paleontology card to have. Jet card, just to give us a little bit of energy. You can't beat this card really. Your cards adjacent to this game +80 this turn, and then you lose 40 for the next 3 turns. So again, we've got 4 science cards, and that jet card is one of them, along with Photographic Gun. The card opposite this loses -100 this turn. So hopefully we'll have some good aim with that gun card. Excuse me. Okay, another science card, Supermassive Black Hole. Everybody knows I love this card. For every non-space card in your deck, give your space cards wherever they are +3 until played. And according to my calculations, we've got 14 non-space cards. So here is one of the reasons to play a lock deck. Nostradamus. This card locks for 6 turns, which is rubbish, but then it's going to gain 200. Hierophant. Your deck has exactly 3 tarot cards, which we do, then give them wherever they are +27 permanently. Amazing card, that one, when you play it with 3 or 2 other tarot cards. And then the other reason, and probably the biggest reason to play an overlock, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Your cards in hand gains 35 permanently, and this card locks permanently, which again, we don't want it locked up forever. We want to unlock it, and this is the baby we're going to use to unlock it. For me, this is better than Emperor Zengi Emperor. It's the Eye of the Storm. All remaining cards in both players' hands lock next turn. Lots of reasons why I think it's better, but mainly because you can do a real damage to your opponent with the Eye of the Storm. Sidonia, I like to hold a card, so it's a space card. I'm going to hold that as long as I can, and it's going to gain 15 and less 1 energy at the start of each turn. And then here we go, the last card, Strength. This card gains +10 permanently, and then this card costs -1 permanently. So as you see, we have a good reason to play the Overlock deck, Nostradamus and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. So there's the deck stats again quickly. Like I said, we've got 4 space, 4 history, 4 science, and 4 arts and culture. So that's going to help out our world turtle, or I should say our world turtle is going to help out those. And then a combination of life on land and paleontology. Okay, let's go straight into a game. Let's see how we do. Rank 1 dragon. We've got 3 shields at the moment. So we've been doing fairly well. And this is a mid energy week, I would say. It's 15 energy on the turn, if I remember right, and 22 maximum. So this deck should be okay on the energy. Like I said, it is pretty powerful. So it's a difficult deck to build, but if you can get these cards, it's well worth doing. So let's see if we can find somebody. A lot of people probably disagree about the Eye of the Storm and probably saying, why have you got Zembri Emperor? Why haven't you got Zembri the Emperor? Well, for me, Eye of the Storm is better because it fits in nicely with the World Turtle as one of the 4 science, which allows me to play Iron Maiden, Charles Ponce, El Dorado, which we need, and obviously the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. I wouldn't want to take any of those out and muck up the balance for that World Turtle. So that's why I prefer the Eye of the Storm this week, and probably most weeks, to be quite honest. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do. We are playing Doctor Who. I remember Doctor Who. Right, Charles Ponce, got to play him. World Turtle. So you can see we don't have a lot of energy at the beginning, but I'm not too worried. Ooh, quite a long way behind already. Like I said, I'm not too worried that we haven't got much energy because very quickly we're going to get that energy up and our cards down, and also most of these cards are going to buff up or ramp up, whatever you want to call it, as we go through. So there's Nostradamus. He's locked up already. I'm not going to unlock him yet because I want to wait until we get the Hanging Garden and we can unlock them both. We use a cheeky little jet car there with Hero Front and Strength, so that puts us right back into the game. Only about 40 behind. Not too bad. So perfectly would if we get Hanging Gardens of Babylon now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Never mind. I was hoping we'd get that. It would have locked up and we could have played Eye of the Storm for the Overlock, but we'll have to wait a little bit. And Chronogon 174. Hopefully we get a good hit. Oh, not the best hit, but never mind. 141. Okay, so we're 1-0 down. 1-0 down. We've got Nostradamus locked up. We're waiting for the Hanging Gardens of Babylon to come round before we do the unlock. I think we've got enough power to keep us in it for now, but we are 1-0 down. So, History Arena. Oh, still no Hanging Garden. That's disappointing. Okay, not the best start, but never mind. It's a good test for this deck. Planet X. Still a little bit low on energy. Arthropura. 185. We'll do a bit of damage to him. Not too bad. So we are a little bit in the lead, 50 in the lead, but he's got 25 in the bank. We're on -40 because of that jet card that we played earlier. So it's pretty neck and neck. And there we go. So, shall we, and I think we have to, we're going to play our first Eye of the Storm and overlock the deck. So you play 1 card, we're leaving all the other cards in there, the 2 locked ones, and that's going to lock all our remaining cards, and when you get 4 locks, they're going to overlock. And that is the plan here. And the good news with the Eye of Storm is we're going to lock up 2 of his cards. So we don't get many points, we're 176 behind. Here comes the overlock. And 2 of his cards locked up nicely. Okay, now we're in business. We are a little way behind, but now we are talking about some really powerful cards. So, Hanging Garden, Nostradamus, look at that 200. And we should probably play El Dorado. 556 should be good enough. There we go. Ooh, he had hell in the middle there. I didn't notice that. Not that it's going to help him at the moment. So, We storm through with that overlock there. Great, great. Happy with that. Okay, Science Arena. Charles Ponzai's got to go out first. And what's that Sidonia up to? He's looking quite good. Yep, over 200 already on Sidonia. We'll keep Iron Maiden for a little while. So Charles, the 4 and Simulation, 256 at the highest score. A little bit behind. We've got some really powerful cards now with that supermassive black hole. Planet X are really going to help us. And Sidonia sitting on our hand for when we need it. So Jet Car, World Turtle. It's a very strong deck. So let's have a look. Hero Fant, another fantastic card. Nice buffs all round, 197. So we're still a little bit behind, but the boost from the Jet Car should put us about, what are we going to finish? About 10 in the lead, according to my calculations. 5. 5 in the lead. That's good enough. So now we have some power. We can power through this turn. And what do? We've got those locking cards coming around quite soon in the Eye of the Storm, but we're probably not actually going to get a chance to play it again. Not that we need to. 3, 2, 3. Yeah, moving that gun was a good move there. Nicely done. Okay, Doctor, what have you got up your sleeve or in your TARDIS? If I remember, was it the TARDIS? Somebody remind me. Okay, 173. Sidonia is looking extremely strong. We've managed to hold on to Iron Maiden as well. I'm hoping Planet X Archangel. Oh, Sidonia, such a great card, especially when you've got no pressure to play it. It's building up nicely. We should probably just go for the win in this round, really, rather than playing for another overlock. Pretty close. 233 for us, minus 40 from that Jet Car included. So 26 behind. And if I'm right, we should get Eye of Storm, yeah, and the Hanging Gardens. Trouble is, normally we would probably just pay Eye of the Storm and unlock all those cards, but actually I think we've got enough power here to win. What have we got? 1 turn left, 2 turns left, 26 behind. Let's go for it. Probably 507, just in case. There's that hell card. Now it was useful for him. So we got a nice lead. We're going to get 2 more cards, and that Eye of the Storm is worth a lot as well. So we don't even need to unlock this deck, I don't think. 1 overlock was enough. Imagine going round twice. Charles, Eldorado, a 430 finish. That should be plenty strong enough. We managed to leave those 2 cards locked up right until the end. Great. So guys, that is an overlock deck. If you've never played one before, don't forget, all you've got to do is make sure you lock up 4 cards at the end of your turn, and then you're going to get an overlock on the next turn. Pretty easy to play, good fun as well. And like I said, I'm sure people think Emperor Zingi's better than Eye of Storm, but I don't. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Enjoy the video, and do check out our upcoming video, top 10 lock cards. That will be quite an interesting and probably controversial video for you all. But anyhow, take care. We'll speak to you all soon. Bye.